Om Shanti. I thought we would talk a little about meditation today and the basics of meditation. So that what happens is the world in its given state is out there in its given state, and for a time you're switching off from all the news media and all the sounds of the world outside, and also of course the sounds of the world inside. So we're looking at three places, as it were. There's the world outside, which is the world that we know, and the world inside, which is the mind, your inner world, the world from day one of this conscious awareness of our life, where the thoughts first started and followed a train of thoughts from the point of birth right through to this present time. And there's a deeper place than that, which is the world that is still and stable. The three levels: sound, which is the external, which is the physical sounds, and then there's the vibrational sounds, which are the sounds inside the mind, which is to do with our inner way of thinking, much from the word go determined by a programming that took place the moment you associated yourself with a person that was your supply line, really, the one we call mum or the one we call dad, and we started to process that supply, and we started to receive it in our feelings. Feelings run much deeper than thoughts, and the thoughts connect to the feelings, and we want to go to work on feelings, the inner feelings that you have deep within you are the feelings of the negative and the positive. So when we talk about the negative, we talk about bad feelings, uncomfortable feelings, unhappy feelings. And when we talk about positive, we talk about good feelings, even ecstatic feelings, joyful feelings. And what we're going to do today is to switch off from the negative and burrow in to the pure feelings of joy, of peace, of even light. We all want a light feeling in our mind, and what's being delivered from deep within to the mind, which works on the surface, because it's connected to the role. And you as a feeling being lies much deeper inside, and there's a place where you go into, so you become very introvert and inward, withdrawing away from the world outside, from the senses of the body, from the people that play roles that are connected to your body, and you communicate with the pure feelings of peace, of light that lie deep behind the name and form of your body. So everything basically is happening from the outside world to your body and the mind that is connected to the physical. And you are much deeper, much more unique, much more special, much more unaffected, immovable, and undisturbed, and dwell in a place of stillness which is deep behind the conscious mind, your process of thought. So as I sit and withdraw into the energies of my consciousness, I'm coming towards a source point of light at the center of the forehead, behind the eyes, set back. So I'm working in a different dimension towards my feelings. So all around us we have matter, and matter by nature is unstable. So it goes, and everything goes, from a very orderly state to a state of entropy. And now, by going inside, we're going from a state of entropy, chaos, to a state of order. So I want you to begin to have faith and a very deep belief that you have these feelings inside of you that actually cannot be affected, cannot be pulled, cannot be pushed, and it's a place that you sit and learn to sit in as a powerful, peaceful, pure feeling that is generating these feelings of pure energy. And it's a strange one really, because when people are peaceless and they feel unhappy about situations, there's a saying that you can't give love until you've got love, and you can't give others peace until you've got peace, and you can't make other people happy unless you are happy. But that was quite common because we were working on the level of the body or the level of the mind. We were connected to the role, which is our history, his story, the story of our past, our present, and our future of this life. But I want you to come away from past, even present, and future, because all of these three aspects of time we need to go beyond into a timeless state which is very ancient, actually, very ancient as an existence of feelings that are eternal. So within you and I, we have these eternal feelings of energy, a pure source, and we're going to start to experience those by giving away the peace that you have, even though the person believes that they don't have the peace. When they start to sit with an affirmation of, for example, I am a lighthouse, I am a lighthouse, I am a source of peace. I am a lighthouse, I am a lighthouse, I am a source of peace. I radiate peace like a lighthouse in all four directions. I am a lighthouse, I am a lighthouse, I radiate peace in all four directions. And what happens is sometimes the meditator feels it automatically, a stream of peace coming from inside to out, or sometimes there's a delayed effect and you just experience that surge of peace later. Either way, no effort goes unmeasured. That's to say, everything that I'm feeling, everything that I'm doing with my feelings has a response, a reaction, whether it be immediate or whether it be later. It will return. It's like a boomerang. It's being given out. So what I need for myself, peace, power, love, I start to give away, not to anyone in particular, but I'm thinking of the whole world. And the whole world isn't a selective thing, it's all the actors that are playing roles, no matter what, no discrimination, whether they've done wrong. Some are good, some are bad, some are misinformed. It doesn't matter. That's not my processing. That would be working on the level of the thoughts of the role and my judgment of others. So I'm actually taking 6 or 7 billion actors, beings, souls, spirits, and giving them good vibrations, good wishes, best wishes, most powerful divine wishes. And remember, always remember the mantra of giving is receiving. So I'm actually giving out the feelings of light, because all the goodness that I give, the abundance that I give, is actually feelings of light, because they're feelings of energy. Energy can have a dark feeling about it. It can have a light feeling about it. So now we're connecting with the self as light, as might, a source point of divine energy where there is no dark feelings because you're throwing those out. The beauty of darkness and dark feelings, it is only an absence of light. So light has a source, darkness has no source. It's quite superficial, but because people use their light energy to believe in dark things, they become like a cloud between the self and the deep, true feelings of truth, integrity, purity, and divinity. So this is the first aspect of meditation. And the second aspect of meditation is that we need a non-attached state. So the non-attached state is obviously opposite to the attached state. So all the aspects of the role that we're connected to with our thoughts that pull us are creating a fear because we don't know what will happen to those aspects. We don't know what will happen to the people that we're attached to. We don't think so much of the people that we're not attached to. We don't think so much of the possessions that don't belong to us, but we think a lot of the possessions that do belong to us. We think a lot of the body because we've worked hard in the body to establish a position of trust in other people's eyes, a position of standing, of morality, the way people see us, the way people view us. We've established all of that attachments to the people, the possessions, the body, and also, strangely enough, the mind. We've actually been so attached to the concepts and belief systems of the mind that we need to create a non-attached state away from thinking and into awareness. So we become aware of ourselves as separate to the physical body, as a pure, powerful, peaceful, light and might house of divine energy, an energy that cannot be affected by anything that happens, whether it be expectedly or suddenly, unexpectedly. We are ready. We're not ready for it, but we're ready anyway. And then taking yourself away from the body is like an astral travel away from the physical world, going upwards, seeing the body separate to myself, feeling myself to be a very subtle, shining star of light looking down on the body. Pure peace surrounds me, fills me, is me, and like a shooting star, a tiny, infinitesimal rocket of light, I travel away, far away, beyond the sky, through space, away from the pull, the gravitational pull of the earth no longer holds me, and as I move further away as light travelling through space, beyond the stars, beyond the sun, beyond the moon, and into a dimension of golden red light, a dimension of deep, powerful silence, floating in a realm of silence, a sea of tranquility, waves and waves of an ocean of silence fills the very core of my being. Surrounding me, filling me, is a very powerful form of unconditional love that I become immersed very deeply within. Before me, I see a point of light that is radiating unutterable bliss, unutterable love, a love beyond human love that transforms me, filling me, energizing me, making me feel combined with this source of love, this being that does not see my weaknesses, seeks to transform my weaknesses. I am pulled towards that source point of white, vibrant, eternal light. I realize that this love that is coming from this being of love has always been there, but I was only aware of my role, my thoughts of my role, and forgot the one that was playing my role. I become aware of how I made the things of the material dimension matter. I made matter matter, and now I have returned to the timeless, non-material, spiritual dimension of the true self. Like a shining star, I shine with love, immersed in God's infinite love. A love that does not need a reason to love, but just is. I am what is, and everything down below me on the world stage is what I am not. I feel like a guest to that world, and now I know that I can come and go as I wish, whenever I wish, for however long I wish. I will no longer feel that I don't know if I'm coming or going, because I can choose. Om Shanti.